the master. So that's how it happened. So it was a bit different. Ours was a bit different. So I guess I found comfort playing it, knowing that I didn't necessarily steal another woman's man. I guess, yeah.
I'm muted. I'm muted. Was it going? Was it going to be bad? Um, Playing a character that steals someone's man. Were you going to feel bad, or if you were performing and you had to steal her man?
Well, the line is not that good, Millicent. But if I like, I think I heard what you're asking is, was I to feel bad if maybe the roles were different? It's a it's a character that one is playing in your story. You have to tell a story, and I believe that as an artist, when you are given a character to portray, or a role to portray, you just take it, you own it, and you run with the role. And how you feel about the role, you will deal with that later. But when you are assuming the role, you have to become the character that you have been entrusted with, and you have to believe in it and to believe it so that you are able to play it well.
Um, so I'm going to ask the next question, and we are going to answer according to how we started. From the first lady until the last lady. I think it's better that way. And my question is the same question that I've asked you, and I'm asking to all the ladies now to say, when you were um in that show that you were in, getting into character, performing that. Can you move away from her? Like, can she get a break from her? She's on the screen. Ruzan, can you remove her? Can we show all the ladies now? Okay, so ladies, we're gonna start from
Uzani
the
must
first
love
one.
me.
You know what I mean. So we're gonna start from the first lady, and then I'm gonna ask you the same question that I've asked her. She's been on camera. She needs to rest now. So my question is, when you were preparing for this role that you had to do, that is why you're nominated. Obviously, it simply means that you did your best. Like, this was it that impressed the judges here at RFF. But I want to know your journey preparing for that character, understanding what the character is supposed to be doing, and actually accepting it for yourself and taking it to where it is. Like, what was that journey for you as an actress?
Hi everyone, it's me again. When I was preparing for the role of Upriti on One Time Pin, it was quite a journey for me, to a point whereby I decided that, you know what, I need to. Pardon?
Can we see her? Can we see her when she speaks? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can respond. Are you not the one who was talking?
No, it's not me.
It's me. Maybe, okay.
Hi.
Was it you who was talking?
Yes, it was me, not Tando.
Yes, okay. You can
Okay.
continue. Yeah.
Yes. So, as I was saying, when I was playing the role of Pretty, I even had to change the color of my hair to get into her psychotic dark side because um personally I can't I didn't even relate to most of the things that she was going her journey. She doesn't speak like me, she doesn't walk like me, she doesn't talk like me, she doesn't behave like me, so I had to find something that I could look at and become who she is based on the words and based on our discussions with our director Godfrey. There's a lot of human beings, there's a lot of young men and women who go through the same things of your parents dying, you losing relationships with your family members, those family members stealing your inheritance, which leads to anger. And in Pretty's case, it led to murder, which she didn't anticipate because she's the one that actually plotted against her own father. So getting into character for me was quite difficult, but using the hair color change gave me that extra oomph to go the extra mile because at the end of the day, I knew that everything that was happening when we were shooting was not me. Because sometimes as actors, we tend to um, marry ourselves with the character. And in this case, I didn't want to do that because it was too dark for me. The words were too dark for me. The performance was a bit dark and gloomy. So I used the hair color change to build and make up the character. But when I took it off, I was like, this could actually work for other characters because I believe that I played it so well because of the decision that I made to leave myself alone and become the character through the hair.
I was muted.
You're muted.
Yep. I always mute myself so that the noises that are from my side are not disturbing. So every time I forget, and I start talking. Yeah. Ruzani, can you please let Mariekchi in? Ruzan,
Okay.
please let her in. She's been asking to come in. Your character was on some heavy stuff. Like when you're watching the movie, it's like you smoked something. I'm talking to Noltando. Noltando.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And funny story, on the first day of shooting, I had a swollen eye. I cried. I'm like, this is not happening on my first day. So I shot the entire movie with such a painful eye. But I think it also worked for the character because my character is also the underlying story is that she's on stuff all the time, drugs, alcohol, all the dodgy things that you can like think of.
Yeah.
So I think the pain of my eye also kind of worked. Like I felt her pain through the fact that I was uncomfortable the whole time shooting. I think it got better on the last day because I actually had to even pop it myself. I'm
Wow.
sure you guys noticed that I had like a lump here.
No, we didn't see
You didn't
anything.
notice. So it was.
No.
I think it just worked so well with the character because she was so dodgy and she looks like she smells funny. So you never know what could be going on with a person like that. So I'm glad you didn't notice, but yo, it was so hard. But I'm glad I was so excited about this nomination because of the horror of having to shoot with a painful pussy eye the whole time for 5 days straight. It got better on the last day, but yo, I think the fact that you guys didn't notice is another yay for me.
You guys shot for 5 days,
Yes, we shot for 5 days.
and that's it.
That's it. Yes, it was the last day we pulled. I think it was more than 16 hours on the last day because everyone needed to go to Joburg. So I remember we started shooting at 3 and we wrapped at 5:30 in the morning, 3 p.m. and
That's
then we
yeah.
wrapped.
that's something. That's your.
It was crazy, but it was also so much fun.
It has to like the performance was. It was amazing. It was amazing. And to all the ladies here,
Thank you.
your performances were like. With your performance, I thought you smoked something.
I wasn't smoking. It's just that a person like
So the
that.
director was like, "Let's have some what
No,
what before you perform." It felt like that,
I
and
don't
it's a
even
good thing.
smoke. I
It
don't
felt
even
like
smoke.
that.
I don't even smoke cigarettes, but my character smokes cigarettes. So
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I was like, I need something that will put me in this so deep that is outside. I would never do pink hair ever in my life. But that hair worked because I knew that since I am like this now, I am the character for the next 5 days.
Wow. That was yeah. That was nice. That was nice. And
Thank
you,
you.
Zintle?
When we were shooting Phineas, it was around 2018. And during that time, these things, study blazer, they were like all over.
They're still all over, sis.
So, yeah, even now. But that time, like, it was worse. Like,
Little
that
fish
time, like,
cake.
it was the in thing. Yeah. So, for me, it was easier to just do research because it was something that was out there. So I just had to do my research properly and understand the character because what I know about Mbali is that she's sweet, she's innocent, but then her her biggest weakness is desperation. That's an issue, and she can't stand poverty. So I had to understand that, and then I had to work on her. I had to understand that Mbali is that woman who's, she has dreams, but at the same time she fears poverty with everything, like with her being. So desperation led her to doing the things that she was doing, betraying her boyfriend, sleeping with a blesser, um, without using protection, risking her life. And those are the things that were happening and are still happening. And I also realized that um, when I was breaking down this character, I noticed that the goal of this character is to educate girls in varsity, especially when you are a first year. The whole lot of temptations, um, especially like when you're using bursary, yeah, but sometimes when you are current, like when you are starting, like you are about to start the journey into varsity, you don't get allowance immediately, so you have to make a plan to get food, all your needs. So um i think I think like that's where most students find themselves, tempted with this blessed thing. But at the same time, it can be because of friends, fashion, you wanna slay, things like that. So I noticed a lot of things when I was doing research about girls who are tempted to go around with blessings. So based on my research, that's when I was able to build Bali and realize and make people aware that you can be sweet in all that, but then sometimes you get to meet your other side that you're not aware of. And, the fear of poverty, like that thing, desperation, like that was her biggest issue. So I just had to work around that. I just had to have Umbali adlala clever, even though I knew Gucci she's sweet and all that, but I had to make sure Gucci like look clever. She's doing something that she's not used to, but because of desperation, she finds herself in that situation. So that's how I worked on my character. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And honestly, watching your character, it was believable. It was definitely believable, and the show on its own, as you've said, Hori, it's an educational show, to everyone, not just people who are in varsity, but to everyone, because these are the things that have been happening and they are still happening. I mean, most people are scared of poverty. I'm one of them, but I believe in working hard. But some people want it the easy way around. We all don't want this poverty, but it just teaches you a lot. It makes you think a lot as you watch the movie. And obviously your character there, sometimes you feel sorry for her, and I'm like, ah, wallahi hile. But it was quite a good performance as well. That is why you're nominated. uh Waiti, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Thank
you.
you.
And what about you?
For me, in Phineas We Gets the Fella, I was playing a Slay Queen character. For me to pull off this character, it was quite easier than I thought it would be because I am a bubbly person in person. And I think when it comes to delivering and making sure that people believe it, I had to make them believe it that I'm a slay queen at that particular time and moment. By my dress code, I had to make sure that my dress code is on par. It's what would represent a slay queen. And also when it comes to my script, because it's written in English, then I found those Sotho words because I'm a Mosotho from Lesotho. I had to find those Sotho words that are giving, are punching, so that when people see it, it's gonna be believable, and they see that this slay queen doesn't take nonsense from nobody, and what she wants she will get, because that's what she was focused on. The slay queen did not want less money, because she believed that she's worth whatever. So I had to work on my character and deliver the craft of making the slay queen part come out. And then what else? The other thing that I did is that I had to have mixed emotions. I had to put myself in a place where now I had to cry. The slave queen has been left in the parking lot for quite a long time. Now she has to cry and fake it all and call the police, try to act as if she's raped. So what I wanted people to see is that, especially men, is that, you know what, you can get into trouble by trying to get attracted by other ladies, because they can claim you raped them the next morning and then you are in trouble. So that was my goal. I wanted people to see that how troublesome it is to go out and party, and then when you come back, the next thing you've raped someone, and you two have agreed that you are going to do this when you get at home, but now turns out it's not like the way you two have planned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Am I not muted? Let me see. Okay. Well, your performance was very good as well. I remember watching it and I'm like, this one is performing from experience. Because it felt so real. You know what I mean? You know when you're performing something and you are, maybe you have a lava in the show. And people are like,
Yes.
"Ay, babo, nah, something is really happening in real life." You know that those kind of things. Because you're like, this
Yes.
is too much. It believable. Like you can believe whatever you are. You're like, she must tell us the truth. This one, something is happening, and that's why you were nominated, because it was believable. And we want, acting is make believe, and we must believe whatever it is that your performance, right? And it was
Yes,
amazing.
definitely.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Is my, I don't know if it's called, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, Mariechi. Are you here?
I'm
Is she
here,
kicked
but you
out?
can't see. Hi, hi.
Hi, we can see you.
Hello.
Before she leaves, Ruzani, can we take a picture before something happens here? Because she's logged on and off. Can we take a picture? Is it possible? Can we smile and take pictures, Ruzani?
Yeah,
Because we are
I'll
all
take one.
here. Is it
I'll take
possible?
one. Yeah, I'll take her.
But we can see her only.
No, you want
Group
everybody in
photo,
the.
Baba.
Yes, all of us.
Okay. I can see everybody.
Yes, can we say RFF? And just smile and take a picture.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's
Thank
quickly
you.
speak to Mariachi before something happens to the network.
Mariki.
Mariki. What does it
Yebo.
look like? I want to get it. I know somehow I'm going to say it wrong.
Don't
Mariki. Hi.
don't
Welcome,
worry.
Mariki. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to this live stream. I've been speaking to the ladies and I was asking them questions like who they are, where they come from, so that people who are watching this live stream can know
Mm,
who, where you grew up, how you entered
mm,
into this industry. And the last question that I asked them now was preparing for the role. How did you prepare for
mm,
that role? Yeah.
mm. Okay. My name is Mariki Bothma. Uh, I got into the industry by mistake. I grew up in KZN but was born in Poch. For those who've watched my interviews, I've been very vocal on my life history, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm a white South African girl who never had the privilege of even going to high school because I never grew up with parents. I was literally a street child at the age of 13. And the only thing I knew was basically singing and teaching myself languages while I was a street child. And in 2003, I took a chance, and I went to audition for I Want to Sing Gospel. There, Cuba Ikaneng and Tox Nkosi, Thokozani Nkosi from Tox Media saw me. They were like, Aibo umlungu, ucula ngesizulu, and they were like, don't you want to act? And it's something I never ever in my life had thought of because I didn't grow up with the TV. And I took the chance. 2 weeks later, I acted on my first Ekasi story. I was still acting as Dr. de Klerk, and people were like, this white woman is just acting, someone else is talking, and then I got the King Pie advert, which then exploded in the industry. And from there, all these other opportunities came because as a white South African, there are so many of us who speak Isintu, Sisotho, Reabua, Siateta, Siakuluma, but because we are ashamed of our own people, we just don't want to really be out there. And acting gave me the platform, number one, to become the mother and the woman I am today, and to be able not just to change people's lives, but to show people that it doesn't matter your culture or your language, you're able to make something out of your life. And that's how my acting started, basically. And then preparing for the Abducted 2, our director Alex was a close friend of mine. I worked with him on an international series called The List, where I was playing, it was a whole series actually that's on Amazon right now. We became quite close after that. And when he gave me this character role, trafficking is real in South Africa. And I took the role for one reason. When I was a street child, I lived with a girl in the streets who was trafficked, actually. And the reality of how these young girls get pulled into trafficking and being able to portray what really happens. I mean, if you look at Abductor, this is also a movie that gives you an advantage because it's teaching you what are the red robots that you should look out for so that you don't end up becoming trafficked as well. And preparing for the character, I think for me wasn't that difficult because I had to relive parts of my street life obviously in the abductor, I played the villain. I'm the one who's abducting the girls. But I think also having someone like Luthuli Dlamini playing as your partner in this movie also helped build the character to become who it was.
Yeah. And honestly, it was an amazing performance, and the story on its own was just, it makes you cry,
It's reality. It's
and
reality.
you find yourself smiling but crying. And the performance there, it's more like for everyone in that show, it felt like people were prepared, like they were told this is about performance, and the story after, first performance, because the performance in that show is just on another level for everyone on the show, your detectives, your gangsters, everyone was just on another level of performance. I don't know if that was how the director was like, listen, let's perform first, they will understand the story after. But it was just amazing, and that is why
You
you are
know,
nominated.
Millicent, if I can just say that this movie was shot in the first section of COVID. When COVID hit, this is when the movie was shot. And I can tell you one thing, it was the biggest honor for me to work with, especially those two detective ladies. Those ladies are amazing. And everyone, Alex, the director, he knew what he wanted, and he didn't wait to do long-term auditions. He knew exactly what he wanted. He knew exactly who would be able to portray this. And I think in most cases as an actress as well, being able to portray a character of something you have lived helps you portray the character even better.
Yeah, wow, they are like the detective. I can't the ladies were but everyone, it was just hard for the judges to be like, this one is nominated, because everyone was just amazing
Thank you. Thank you so much.
in your movie. Yes. So I'm going to ask you ladies the last questions, because we have to wrap up. And the last question is, are you coming to the festival? And we're gonna start with Noktula, ne?
No
I think
Tando.
I've been calling you Noktula. Just accept it. It's your other name. Not, and I've been saying Noktula since we started there, and you were quiet. So I'm gonna start with you. Are you coming to the festival? And how would you feel if you win this award? Like, that's the question for
Yo.
everyone.
Yo, I'd be ecstatic. It would be my first award, so that'll be amazing. I'm not sure if I'm coming to the festival because of work. I'd have to speak to our casting coordinator and then arrange it, but I'd love to come. I have to prepare a whole speech just in case I win.
You're like 3 pages of I won. I want to thank my ancestors.
Thank God.
My brother who died in 2007.
Yo, I'm excited. It would
Before
be
this
amazing.
movie was shot. It's okay. Okay, so Barima. Zintle, I think you are next, ne? Zintle. Yeah.
Zintle. Yes. Sorry?
The question, that same question. Are you coming to the festival? And if you were to win
Okay,
the award,
they say a nominee. Can you hear me?
no,
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, they say a nominee is a win on its own. So I'm
It is.
very, very, very excited but to win, my excitement will just, level up. And I am definitely coming. I'm not missing this one. There's no way.
Wow. Okay. No, prepare
Yeah.
speech says. Preparandi
Yeah,
speech.
I will.
Is allowed. Repeat. Wait.
I am definitely coming. There's no way I can miss this one. I mean, it's a great honor and a privilege that Rustenburg Film Festival has given us as young and upcoming actresses. So I wouldn't miss this for the world. I wouldn't. So I'm definitely coming. And if I win this award, it would really add value on my craft, because now I'm working on to going into the production side of media. So it would show people that I know what I'm doing, kind of thingy. So I would love to win that award. It would really mean the world into my craft.
Yeah. You spoke about upcoming in this industry. I've been in this industry for a long time. I feel like I'm still upcoming. I feel like we are all
You
still
know,
upcoming. We're in this industry,
all the
like,
time I'm an upcoming.
you're an upcoming. Like,
I have more than 5 years in the industry as well, but I'm still upcoming.
You're still upcoming for the rest of your
Yes.
life in this industry.
You
you're
know,
upcoming.
definitely.
I've been there
Definitely.
and I'm still an upcoming artist. Gooby. Yeah. Mariki,
Yeah.
can I see all the ladies? I want to see if
Yes, hi.
okay. The same question, are you coming to the festival, and if you were to win, how
To be honest with you, I only found out about this nomination literally 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
I went on the yes, I literally went on the website and I saw registrations are closed. I would love to be honest with you. I'm also an MC and motivational speaker, so it would all depend on my booking schedule, but I would definitely be there when I can. Sorry. And then to win the award, I think for me, the most important thing is it would showcase that no education, even if you don't have education, you can make something out of your life and achieve greatness. It's about believing in yourself, allowing yourself to learn things. I got where I am today by teaching myself languages. And through teaching myself languages, I was able to learn the craft. And the award itself wouldn't be my win. It would be for every street child out there right now who sees no future. I was there before and I've made it this far. I'm a nominee for crying out loud. So in Zulu they say, mina ngiphumile na ungaphuma, mina ngiphumile na ungaphuma. And I hope that everyone going through a rough time would be able to look at me and say, if uMariki or uMlungu obehlala estradini could do it, I can also do it.
It is possible. Yes, wena sisi we won. You're the last one. Because the camera loves you, so I wanted you to be the last one. You see, the camera came on you before you can even say anything.
Yeah, hey. It's been my day with the camera today. I hope to make it, especially on the day of the awards. Who wouldn't want to be there to see that the whole process unfolding? And like you said, Millicent, in your email to us, that already by being nominated you are a winner. So it's a big deal. And like you're saying, everyone is saying we are all upcoming. I mean, just a few years into this industry to be nominated, it really is such a great deal. It means a lot to me. So having to win it will be a cherry on top. And I believe winning this, or just being a nominee, it's something that adds to one's acting profile or acting CV. It's something that cannot be taken away from you. Even years later, you'll always say, I was or a winner of this award from the Rustenburg Film Festival. So I believe also that it will open some doors. Yeah, it will be exciting to get it.
It will definitely open some doors because we are meeting a lot of people in the industry at the festival. Mostly, we also have very international people who are coming from Spain and Africa who have done movies and some of the films that you have seen and documentaries and stuff. So opportunities of getting something from someone. NFVF is also coming. There's a whole lot of opportunities that are coming. So for actors, I know we want jobs, you know, and it's gonna be a good platform of
Yes,
meeting with
yes.
other industry people who are filmmakers, and a story might come from there in performance and what, and connections will be formed on that day, you know. And I think it's a great opportunity for us to meet with other people and learn and grow and Razani, do we have comments from people who have been watching the show? Did you
Now
get
we've got you haven't spoken to Swangile, the Swangile Pakati Mo on the stream. We haven't had a word with her. Did you speak to her? Did you speak to her?
like when we speak to her, I don't understand because we can't see her and we
She's on the stream now.
she's on the screen.
Yeah.
We are left
On
with
you.
1 minute.
Swangile.
Okay. Hi, Osbongile.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
We are good, and you?
I'm awesome. I'm really sorry. I was shooting today. I just landed a role with Deep City, so I'm sorry about that. I was driving back home.
Oh, okay. No, I think the question that I can ask you is: are you coming to the festival? And if you were to win, how would you feel like to win this award?
Oh my God, I'm definitely coming to the festival. And if I were to win, it would be so amazing, like a dream come true. Because I've been doing this for ages.
Yeah. No, but she's not an upcoming ladies.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we show our sponsors, Rozani, for Rustenburg Film Festival and the dates of the event?
Yeah, Bo.
So the event will start on Thursday the 11th, Friday the 14th. Someone is talking. Can we show the sponsors?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
These are our sponsors and partnership for Rustenburg Film Festival. And with that, ladies, Ausbongile, can you hear me?
Okay.
Ausbongile?
Yes, I can hear you, my darling.
Okay.
Yeah, Bo, I can hear you.
I'm sorry, I only asked you one question only.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Rozani? Can I see the
No,
rest
it's
of the
fine.
ladies?
I understand. Like, because I started, it was when I was driving back home.
Yes, I understand. But don't worry, when we meet at the festival, we'll have all the questions. We'll talk. Is that my mic?
Hey.
Can I see all the ladies so that we can say bye to everyone? Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us for this live stream. It is indeed an honor for me to meet such talented ladies. And good luck to every one of you. You're already winners. And love you all. Hope to see you at the festival. Have a blessed night. Good night. Bye.
Good
Bye.
night, everyone, and congratulations
you.
on your nominees.
Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations to you
Bye.
all.